I am very pleased to welcome you to our nation's capital.
We're in Washington, D.C.
A proud Union city.
At the
MLK AFL-CIO
Conference
on Civil and Human Rights.
To change the rules so that we can be the power.
We come together and we share stories, we share our concerns, we share our wins, our losses.
There's workshops, there's panel discussion, meetings, and talks.
We have about 70 plus TW members here, from transit to rail to airline.
It brings us together as a labor community.
Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. is known for his great speeches. But first and foremost, brothers and sisters, he was an organizer.
So my slogan is not burn, baby, burn. My slogan is build, baby, build. Organize, baby, organize.
He would be out on the streets today, if he was alive, saying Black Lives Matter.
What I was impressed with was the way that they did the panel.
What does the labor movement need to be doing in this moment in terms of race and racial justice in this country?
I know that when it comes to racism, the labor movement can't be in the middle of the pack. It has to be the spirit of the pack, and we have to do it by example every single day.
See, I have a son. I never worry that when he goes for a cross-country road trip or a night on the town that he may be stopped and shot to death by a police officer. But for millions of mothers and fathers, that's a constant fear.
Some of the community speakers that they had from different areas.
You come against me with hatred and oppression and violence. This flag comes down today.
It's not just about a flag, it's not just about a statue, it's about the ideology. We have to dismantle this ideology of white supremacy, and we have to dismantle systemic racism.
How else are we to view laws like SB 1070, raids, detention, deportations, as anything but a racist attack?
We commit acts of civil disobedience every day. That's going to work. That's taking your kids to school. For what? For a better life. We're gonna shut them down in Phoenix. We're gonna shut them down in San Francisco. We're gonna shut them down in New York. And every city, every country.
Aside from all the policy wins and all the things we take action over, it's actually we're taking back a level of self-determination and dignity that can't be taken away. And I actually think that piece is the most important thing about direct action.
We are not engaged in a struggle that means we sit down and do nothing. And nonviolent resistance means that you do resist in a very strong and determined manner.
To really put your body on the line has to come from a belief that even if you don't make it, sorry. That even if you don't make it, that there will be freedom. It's about something that's greater than yourself.
It absolutely does not reflect what's happening at Planned Parenthood.
I pulled those numbers directly out of your corporate reports.
Oh, excuse me, my loggers are informing me that the source of this is actually Americans United for Life, which is an anti-abortion group, so I would check your source.
And just like the federal government shouldn't be telling folks that they can't form a union, the federal government shouldn't be telling women where they can and cannot go to for health care, right?
It's like an eye-opening experience for me.
This is a constant reminder that the fight is still going on.
You are part of community service effort on Martin Luther King weekend in the nation's capital. There's hundreds of folks you're going to impact today.
We are at the Metropolitan Community Church.
Today we're doing community service for We Are Family. We Are Family is a community service where they deliver canned foods and boxed foods to senior citizens within the community.
We're gonna make bags with the food that's set out there. We're gonna tie in the bags and then we're getting them into the van outside.
We lined up, got bags.
We put canned goods,
Beans,
pasta,
sweet potatoes,
collard greens, green beans, corn. We did about 400, 500 bags. It was a great task. I think they was overwhelming with the number of TWIs that came out.
Yeah, we working. I'm a pretty active member in 556, but this is the first time I've actually experienced being with different locals. It's a great experience.
You get to see how powerful TW is when we all get together like this.
1, 2, 3.
TW!
Even when you live in a country as rich as this, some people are left behind. It's important that when you do have means and you are blessed, that you pass it on. It's important that we all set the tone for what America should look like and what America should be doing right now.
We really, really care. And it's not just one day a year, it's all the time.
We can come together and work together like Martin Luther King wanted us to.
Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us.
It's believing and putting into action the values that we have. And if you believe something in your heart, then you gotta let your hands and your feet and your back and your shoulders make it happen.
I believe in what Dr. King believed in.
For what he did for not only people of color, but for working men and women all over.
It will always be about labor rights. It will always be about working class people.
I look at all the people that laid down and took those risks so that I could be with the measure of freedom that I have right now. Who am I not to take that risk so that future generations can have real freedom?
There is no reason for me not to be here.